My name is Shel Silverstein's The Giving Rhapsody Tree, and welcome back to Slay the Spire. Time to play the Ironclad. Alright, Ascension 13. We have Elite spawn more often. Already screwed it up. Elite spawn more often. Normal enemies are deadly. Elite are deadlier. Bosses are deadly. Heal us over boss battles. Stardytron damage. Normal enemies are tougher. Elites are tougher. Bosses are tougher. Stardytron cursed. Fewer potion slots upgraded. Card appear left often, as well as poor bosses. And ooh, I do like removing 2 cards. Maybe we get some thin deck shenanigans going on. Been a while since a truly thin deck has walked to these halls. Alright, find me. Yeah, okay, never mind. We got 2 defense here as well as not being frail anymore. Cool. Yeah, easy kill this turn. Goodbye, enemy. Hello, spot weakness. Super powerful. May as well take it. I'll take the max HP here. Nice. Only cost us 33 HP. To get the bird face turn, whenever you play a power card, heal for 2 HP. Wait a second, I don't think that was worth it. Unless I put a bunch of powers in this deck, which I'm probably not going to do. Spot weakness turns up on the only turn the Jawworm isn't attacking. Thanks, bud. Ow. Strength potion as well as twin strike. Actually, yeah, it's 2 applications of our strength, so it's pretty good pickup for us there. We'll upgrade the spot weakness. Stop. Ooh, I'm not risking it. I don't like how many times that event has screwed me over. Strawberry, upon pickup, raise your max HP by 7. I'll take the Sapphire Key here. I'll even go for this Elite, in fact. I'll use the Strength Potion in this fight because this fight could be super brutal because... oh, gosh. Just because the Gremlin Knob can be really mean. Yeah, that's lethal. Beautiful. Whew! Alright, the Courier. The merchant restocks cards, relics, and potions, and all prices decreased by 20%, as well as a bunch of stuff I don't want. Hey, spot weakness. Nice of you to turn up in turn 1. The only turn the enemy isn't attacking. Alright. At least it looks like we are going to get out of this without taking much damage at all. Another twin strike. Don't want to wake the enemy up this turn if I can avoid it. Oh, yes. Never mind. We got a bunch of offense here. I'm more than happy to wake them up with this. Because now I know that the next 2 hands probably hold that spot weakness. There we go. Alright, we should be good. Double the twin strike there rather than go for anything much weaker. Lantern, start each combat with additional energy as well as another spot weakness. Nice. Chemical X. The effects of costs X cards are increased by 2. That plus Whirlwind, and this is already a win. Yeah, I'm taking it. Happy Flower, every 3 turns, gain an energy. I also quite like that. And then we remove a strike. This is gonna get pretty good. Nice, we're even just gonna heal out of this fight as well. Do love a good heal out of a fight. Sentinel, second wind, Brutality. Brutality does heal me 2 when I play it. Okay, that makes it a little more appealing there. Let's get the other spot weakness upgraded. This enemy attacks basically every turn except for the first one. So he should be okay here. Okay, managed to transform the enemy. We get extra energy this turn, rather. Oh, hell yes. 2 spot weaknesses, 2 defense. Lovely. Those twin strikes have to be played, though. Too impactful not to play them. $18 twice, so 23 twice if I use the steroid potion now. That allows me to put the enemy on the ground. I'm doing it. I need to not take this hit. I would have loved to use another spot weakness there, but priorities. That said, again, those twin strikes do need to be played when I draw them. Okay. Twin strikes. Hey, there they are. Got him. Double tap Reaper Offering. Well, Reaper obviously fits in this deck with those 2 spot weaknesses already. Velvet Choker. Gain energy at the start of your turn. You cannot play more than 6 cards a turn. We can't do that already, because we only ever get 6 cards a turn after we have Brutality played. So as long as we don't include any more draw in the deck, then we can just chunk things up. The other 2 are really, really low value, so I'm taking the Velvet Choker. I'm just going to have to play around with limitations. We have a lot of energy already available to us, which gives us the ability, after this boss, to take a lesser energy relic, or not even an energy relic. It's just those other options were so either negative or lacking in impact as to not be worth really considering. Still evaluating my paths here. Yeah, there's one with 2 rests and 2 elites. I'll go for that. It doesn't get the Emerald Elite, unfortunately, which is the one kind of actual downside here. I'm not going to play Reaper. Well, at least we didn't get both of our spot weaknesses in this hand. That could have happened to us. Heal for 12. Okay, we'll do it. I don't know if I'm going to get back to it. Definitely not going to get back to it at this rate. Nice. Shrug It Off is good. Take it. It's a little bit more draw in the deck, which we do have to be careful about, but it's okay. Puts an enemy on the ground for me. That enemy is guaranteed to attack next turn because they're on the ground, so I know that I have a spot weakness target. Totally fine with how that turn went. Come on. Literally, like, Whirlwind is the absolute pinnacle of what we can get at this point. And every turn it doesn't turn up is a travesty of a kind. And that's one dead bird. Nope. Dual wield would be good after I have the Whirlwind, but it's not good before it. And only if I have it in the same hand as the Whirlwind is it even good with the Whirlwind, right? Because I can have no energy left and still play Whirlwinds for effect with the Chemical X. Don't give me... Nice. Only thing I didn't want there is the other spot weakness. That definitely should have been Twin Strike there. That's my bad. I thought Twin Strike was 2 cost. I misread it. We'll get back to that Reaper. No, we won't. Re-upgraded Carnage. Take another Shrug It Off. That's probably all the defense that I actually want to include in this deck, though. Single hits first, double hits second. Enemy's no longer vulnerable, unfortunately. So that Reaper is going to be a little less powerful. Still worth playing right now, because I'm not going to play it later. Flame Barrier is an expensive defensive card. Doesn't draw, so those 2 Shrug-It-Offs have the negative of drawing, considering our Velvet Choker. It does make the Flame Barrier a little more appealing here. It's also really good against the Heart. Yeah, Bash having an extra turn of vulnerability right now, because we have access to so much energy, means we're not going to cut Bash, means it's totally fine. It's quite good to have, in fact. So I am going to be weakened this turn by the Slaver in the front line. Not super okay with that, but it's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but it is. You know how things aren't okay, but they are? This guy gets me. The Slaver in the backline is actually going to hit us with the Entangle here, which is extremely bad for us. Okay. I'm going to use a Gambler's Brew. I'm looking for a defensive card here. Yes, we got one at least. Ow. 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 Draw me Reaper. Unfortunately, I know that Reaper is in my next shuffle, so I can't draw it for a while. I killed the backline of there because it was applying vulnerabilities. So that actually would have been worse for me this turn. I'm very much looking to, you know, kind of double hit here with a Reaper. You suck, game. Yay, I get a Reaper here. Not for as much HP as I wanted, but sure again, every time we play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 strength. We don't really do that often, actually. Armaments, pre-upgraded. It worked for a bit, but the things that upgrades I don't need upgraded. Fiendfire is a lot of damage for a sudden kill on a target, especially with those spot weaknesses, though. So it's very much a finisher. Okay. Let's spot some weaknesses here. That was probably a bad idea. Yeah, we're taking a lot of damage. Lame. And we're weakened for 3 more turns. Alright, I will use the Reaper here just for the 9. Good thing I did. I am dead this turn, regardless. Look at that 36 incoming damage. So lame. So the fact that we kept getting really, really, really poor opportunities to hit those Reapers, and despite the fact that I included some extra defense in the deck, in the 2 Shrug-It-Offs and the Flame Barrier, it just wasn't enough there. That's really unfortunate. That was a really good run. It didn't need that. A single Whirlwind in that run would have easily won. That's what I said when I was picking up the Chemical X, right? As soon as I have this, if I find a Whirlwind, I've won. I guess the game heard me and did not want to be won. Let's choose a rare card. I don't like bludgeon as like a damage dealer to finish a fight. It helps for the early elites, but I don't plan on going for that many elites here in the early game. I'm only going to go for 2 here on the first floor. Fiendfire in this hand? Nope. Fiendfire in this hand. Cool. It's 28 damage kill. Neato. Ooh. I mean, first up, I was offered a Perfected Strike. Sure, let's go for it. Perfected Strike. I'll take the Pommel Strike here. We definitely want to upgrade the Fiendfire. Back in preparation, the start of combat, draw 2 additional opening cards. Nice! I'd love to use Fiendfire to kill the backliner here, but I want to make sure that I save some of my HP. Yeah, and I have later opportunities to kill. My Acid Slime. Spot Weakness definitely fits in this deck. We want it upgraded as soon as possible as well. Those Fiendfires would instantly kill a target. I can also defend before I do it. I think I do it. That burnt a bunch of strikes out of my deck, so this Perfected Strike is now super garbage. Let's generate an attack potion here. Ooh. It's a backliner down. Nice! Unfortunately, not enough to take out this Sentry, but still, we're in a reasonable HP position leaving this fight. Pen Nib. Every 10th attack you play deals double damage. Pretty good. Yes, I'm not taking Heavy Blade in this deck. Yes, that's intentional. Juicer Bracelet. Normal enemy encounters are no longer encountered in question mark rooms. Sure. Buy cards. One short of lethal. Alright, blue candle. Unplayable curse cards can now be played. Whenever you play a curse, lose 1 HP and exhaust the card. I'm going to take none of those. Hit an upgrade on the bash so that it sticks around for just a little longer until I draw my Fiendfire and kill with it. A heal here, actually. Gouged and trampled by a horned beast. That's Gremlin Knob. I'm totally fine taking a Gremlin Knob. Never mind, I got the reward. May as well not fight. Upgrade 2 random cards. Nice! Both of them defends. Very important that we got those upgraded, because we haven't got any other defense in the deck yet. Trying to line up the Pen Nib for a pretty impactful hit. Enemy's not vulnerable, unfortunately, here. Pretty lame Pen Nib attacker there. Had to use it, though. Getting this scaling strength is incredible. Alright, find me pictures of Spider-Man. Or, alternatively, Fiendfire for the kill. No? Still no? How about yes on that kill? Limit Break, obviously. And the extra energy. Yeah, this deck does not have the extra energy that the other deck already had. The other deck never had any problems playing with Velvet Choker. It didn't even decide to exclude cards from its deck because of the Velvet Choker. So it wasn't even like an opportunity cost Velvet Choker. It's just rough. Of course. As soon as you get the Philo Stone, you know your next fight has to be against the birds. It has to be. Who else would you fight? Ow. I hate this. Got him. Shame I don't have a Reaper or anything to heal me back up after all of that shenanigans. Dolly's Mirror hitting the Fiend Fire, the Limit Break, or the Spot Weakness is actually incredible here. Limit Break. We'll take the special relic. We're almost certainly dead here. No, those apparitions. All right. Those apparitions give us a new lease on life. Intangibility prevents incoming damage, or rather moves incoming damage down to only deal 1. Neato. Which gives me enough time to set up my win condition of all this damage. Unfortunately, I'm now weakened, but somehow I don't think that's going to stop me from handing this gremlin leader its absolute batoot here. Hitting the other targets first just to increment the Pendim. Old Coin, upon pickup, gain 300 gold, as well as Anger. Yeah, totally goes in this deck. Pre-upgraded as well. No, I definitely want the Relic here. Yeah, it's very important that I pick up the relic from this fight, which is the mask. It's the red mask that applies 1 weakness to all enemies at the start of each combat. Okay. 72 damage anger right there. Pretty good. Nice. And that's going to help me defend myself a lot. At the start of each combat, apply 1 weak to all enemies, as well as... Thwack, knocked unconscious. Okay. This could be interesting. I think I will try and go for victory after this. Yeah, I'm going to keep myself intangible for another turn, though. Here as well. So being weakened, but somehow I think the Fiend Fire is still going to be lethal. It's not. I've definitely got lethal next turn, though. $32 damage anger. Pretty good. Yeah, let's fight for victory. It's a lot of apparitions in the opening hand. But that's also both limit breaks, as well as the spot weakness, while I have the strength. 25 strength is a lot of strength, my friends. All right, we can kill the backliner in like a single hit. And then the frontliner. See what I mean? Girya, you can now gain strength at rest sites up to 3 times maximum. Hell yeah, we'd start a fight with 3 strength. Frozen egg, whenever you add a power card to your deck, upgraded, 100 gold, as well as an explosive potion, and nothing else. Weird that there was absolutely nothing else in there. Ice cream, energy is now conserved between turns. Quite good. Lets you be much more choosy about, do I need to use this right now, or do I just want to use this right now? I'll actually be able to get my 3 strength out of that gear by the end of this floor. Okay. 13, 39, not enough. Got him. Goodbye, looter. Hello. My own money. Not going to take that combust, though. Lift. Yeah. Alright, let's definitely anger the back line. Strike as well. I was intending on not doing that, actually. I do want at least 1 AoE card in this deck so that I can hit everyone at once. Yes, I understand. That's what AoE means. Area of effect. I do want at least 1 in this deck, though. It's pretty important to me. Okay, I'm no longer weakened. And now the Taskmaster goes down. Oh, these apparitions have saved us so much. Mango, upon pickup, raise your max HP by 14. Huge for this deck. Absolutely huge. Get our 2nd point of strength to start a fight. $19, so 19 by 5 is going to be just short of 100. That's enough to kill the Centurion. Oh, these fights. Lift again. All right, so we start a fight with 6 strength. Get a limit break in the opening hand. Keep the deck relatively thin, so that's actually kind of much more likely. Don't want to burn all those cards out of my deck right now. Probably don't want to burn Anger. Nor Strike. I don't want to burn the Strike because I have the Perfected Strike in the deck at the moment. You're right. It's a little bit of a weak reasoning there. Alright, that orb in the back line is about to steal my limit break, so I'm getting ready to take it back. Cool. It's another apparition. Strike the back line, get my limit break. Now I can just set up to murder the frontliner, who takes my spot weakness. Lovely. Unfortunately, the Bronze Automaton is not attacking this turn, so playing spot weakness doesn't really make sense. So I'm not killing the orb, so I'm not going to get the spot weakness, is what I'm effectively saying there. Anyway, we kill the Bronze Automaton regardless. No. No, I don't want Brutality. I will take a feed just in case I get Donu Decker next floor. Fusion Hammer you can no longer smith at rest sites. We actually have a couple more cards we need to smith. Both of those limit breaks in particular, but all of these apparitions could be important to smith for the end game. Places Burning Blood at the end of combat, heal for 10 HP. Very unlikely to be useful for us. Ori, upon pick up, choose and add 5 cards to the deck. Basically, Spot Weakness, Inflame, and Limit Break are kind of the only things that I would take here. Maybe Perfected Strike. Alright, Ori. Prove me wrong. Nope. Maybe. Inflame. Heavy Blade is now actually worthwhile, especially because I haven't found any sword boomerangs. And I start the fight with enough strength to make a Heavy Blade kind of worthwhile. Alright, nothing there. Hey, it is Donu Deca! Okay, so we're looking to try and feed on Donu. Now, I could try and get all of the pieces of the key together this floor, but I don't know if that's happening. We'll see. Not gonna play the feed here. If I can use the feed to get the kill, that'd be really important. We still need AoE in this deck. Still a discussion I'm dying to have. Where is the AoE? Copy of Shrug It Off. Just to see if I can provide myself reasonable strength. Every time I thicken up the deck, I make it less likely that I have... I make it less likely that I have the apparitions when I need them, which is a little bit of a problem. Don the Red Mask for 222 gold. Neato. Mayhem. At the start of your turn, play the top card of your draw pile. Yes. And it only costs 1. Plays a bunch of extra cards for us. That's a yes from me. Oh, okay. That was Spot Weakness it attempted to do there. Nice. So the enemy's not defending this turn. I'm not going to hit them this turn either because I don't want to end up with a Parasite in my deck. Oh, played an Apparition for me. Nice. How thoughtful of the game. Corruption? No. Not enough skills in the deck to really care about it. Twin Strike? Reasonable delivery of damage. Comes pre-upgraded. We have 2 Perfected Strikes in the deck. Okay. Drop the Explosive Potion for the Gambler's Brew here. Getting a bad draw can kill us, so it's worthwhile being mindful of that. Let's get both these Limit Break upgraded. Attacking for 24 here doesn't actually mean anything. And I don't want to waste the Pendium charge on something that's just meaningless. 32 damage for every card in my hands. 82. Okay, we'll do that. Yeah, I'll Fiend Fire at 19. Just get a Defend out of the deck. Again, it's vulnerable. Come on, Heavy Blade. Heavy Blade. Or I'll just feed on him. Runic Dodecahedron. If your HP is all gain energy at the start of each turn. Our HP is oftentimes full. That's another Inflame. Hell yes. Good pickup. Shovel. You can now dig for relics at rest sites. Fine, I'll take the Sapphire Key. We'll give ourselves the opportunity. Means I should probably go to this shop and then veer off. Oh my gosh. Paper Frog. Enemies with vulnerable take 75% more damage rather than 50%. Starting combat with 4 plated armor. When viewing your draw pile, the cards are now shown in correct order. Do I care about that? Not really. Let's remove a basic defend. Could take another perfected strike here. Could even take violence to draw a bunch of attacks into my hand. It's the attacks don't matter. It's the skills that matter. The attacks come later. Whenever they come, frankly. Alright, I'm passing. Oh, limit break in the opening hand is lovely. I wanted to finish all of my draw before I use the limit break, just in case I got spot weakness or an inflame. Lame. That was so close. Goodbye, Spire growth. Do I go for another elite? No. Woo, rare relic. Alright, this might actually end up being better than the elite. Also might end up being more difficult than the elite if we don't get the right draw, but it looks like we did. The right draw here effectively just being a stand-in for whether or not I get apparitions early. Yeah, this looks like a free rare relic for me. Birdface Nern, whenever you play a power, heal 2 HP. Yeah, sounds good. We actually have a couple powers in this deck. I think 3 in total. Corruption, Dead Branch. Corruption, Dead Branch. Just out of reach. I'm so sad. That's okay. We'll go with the medical kit. Unplayable status cards cannot be played. Whenever you play a status card, exhaust it, and then I'll remove another defend. We've had Corruption Dead Branch recently, it's fine. Mm-hmm. Oh, we are so set up here. The problem we're going to have against Donu and Decker is I'm going to have to try and stall it out while I wait to feed, specifically on Donu. And that's going to take time. And we might not have that much time. Steroid potion, so I just play that on limit break turn. Let's recall. Essence of Steel. Ooh, Mayhem, lovely. Okay. Setting myself up for my Pendim next turn. None of our strength shenanigans have happened yet. Yeah, I don't want to do it on a strike. Never mind. Mayhem did it for me. More like Lamehem. Just pretend I didn't say anything. That's what I do. All right. I don't even care if I lose the run, as long as I get the Donu feed. Why do I talk? I just put things into the ether and then the world decides to punish me with them. Just in case you weren't looking at the screen at that particular moment. Mayhem played my feed. 1321s. That's my Ascension 13 victory, but I'm still mad. Like a cut snake. Alright, I'm gonna try and eat the heart to make it up to myself. Take a block potion here, give myself a little bit more block suddenly when it's needed. Let's save some energy here. Nice limit break. Hit him with another one. Not going to be using the feed for a kill here, it's fine. So we'll just straight up murder the other target. We've got this. Good. Alright, Gremlin Horn. I hate that this can be awarded here because it can't do anything. Whenever an enemy dies, gain an energy and draw a card, as well as another copy of Inflame. Sure. Yes, over-offering. Getting all those Inflames out this early is really good. The limit break is going to be a lot better for us now. That sucks. We didn't get an apparition, so now we're just dead. Right? The incoming damage is 60. I have to spot weakness limit break if I'm going to win at all. I'll have 4 HP left at the end of this. 4? No. 8. I forgot to account for our plated armor. Mm-hmm. Mate! Mayhem played cards. Triggering Beat of Death. Yeah. Well, I went for a very long period of time not taking Mayhem ever. I might return to that. That's the Ascension 13 victory. Heart lost thereafter, unfortunately. And we didn't get the feed because of Mayhem. For the moment, my name has been Mayhem. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There's a playlist in the description down below with all my content on the game, past, present, future. If you do like the videos, please click like. It does remember content out to new people, as well as if you haven't subscribed and you want to watch more content like this, good news, I make a lot of it. And you might want to consider subscribing for that. Or not. I'm not your mouth boss. Anyway, peace.